What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, we're going to talk about fitness girls, bikini girls, wellness girls, whatever you want to call them, whatever class. Beautiful women with muscle. And a lot of you females out there, you have a favorite fitness model or a favorite bikini competitor or fitness competitor or whatever you follow. And you're just absolutely in love with her. You watch all her stuff, you look at her pictures, and you would do anything to look like that, right? Let's talk about the dark side and what people do not talk about. Let's talk about side effects of gear for women, okay? First off, let's talk about skin. In all these pictures you're seeing these women online, their skin looks fine, right? That's before the 10 different filters, the concealers, all the different heavy makeup. Without makeup, the skin looks extremely different. A lot of these girls have really, really, really bad skin. I've prepped so many females over the years, and when I start to prep a female, one that's not natural, I have natural ones I've prepped too. I let them know what level they want to go to in different things and different compounds, and the side effects that can come along with them all. Also, the skin to the touch. The skin gets a different feeling to the touch. It might look great, like, oh my gosh, the skin looks so soft and glowy and all that because of spray tan or whatever. You touch the skin, it has a different texture. A lot of times there's, bumps on the skin. There's a dryness to the skin. They start growing hair on their places like shoulders and other areas. So the way the skin looks always, like on pictures, it's very, very different in person. Okay? Let's talk about the voice. Okay? A lot of girls out there, the problem is their friends or whoever, they're not honest with them. When their voice starts like, hey, la 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 la, whatever, like this. I have a bad female voice to, hey, what's up, guys, to like that. Nobody's telling them. So a lot of these women, they don't know their voice is changing. Next thing you know, their voice is like this. Hey, hey, sweetie. Hey, honey. Hey. And they have no idea. But compare their voice to before they started gear, even if it's just mild stuff like TRT, Anavar, whatever, their voice is very, very different. Let's talk about like natural curves of the woman's body, okay? Women produce a lot of estrogen, okay? That gives you that nice little curvy stuff. It makes their face real soft, have that soft, nice, feminine look to it. When you start getting like high, androgens and lower estrogen, that cute little face, it gets a harder look to it. Combined with eating really clean and dieting and all that, you lose the good fat, you lose the good fat along with fat loss on the body. You also lose the good fat and collagen on the face, the healthy fat that gives it that soft, nice, glow and look. Let's talk about the body. Women's chests, they usually start shrinking, okay? It doesn't have that full, nice, breast. I'm trying to choose my words wisely on here. So a lot of them lose that nice, full breast. When they diet down, their stuff shrinks. Even when they put the weight back on, it's still different. Okay, sometimes it's never the same. Let's talk about like the natural curves of the female body, okay? When you get in shape, like fitness shape, and you lose that, okay? You burn fat, but a lot of that fat's from good places, whether it be like hips, butt, whatever. When you lose belly fat, the fat also leaves from the glutes, the hips, the legs, the face, all the places that fat look makes women look very pretty. Let's talk about downstairs, okay? Which, a lot of people could care less about. It will grow, okay? People's sizes grow differently, but it will grow. I don't think that's a horrible thing. Their drive usually goes through the roof. So hubby, boyfriend, if you don't have a super high drive, they're going to be wearing you out. Let's talk about emotions. Even the mildest things like VAR, girls' attitudes can change dramatically. Their temper can become a lot more short. They have more of a bit of an attitude all the time. They can be more difficult. And this is speaking from my like 20 plus years of experience from prepping girls, being friends with girls, that do this, and dating some of the girls too. It does change behavior. You can have 5 women, and a lot of them get all different side effects. Some get none, some get more than others, but everybody gets a sum of the side effects. A person can take one compound out of that 5, and they get way more side effects than the others. So it's also how that person experiences the side effects too. Because you can't just say, okay, this is the side effects you're going to get. Everybody responds differently to the chemicals. So I've prepped a lot of girls over the years, turned a lot of girls pro, and I continue to prep women. That's just part of competition. I talk about men all the time and the side effects of the high abuse and gear abuse and all that. But I'm talking about women in general and just using a little bit. These are the things that can happen, and you need to be aware of them before you open that door. Myself as a coach, I pride myself on keeping all my clients healthy, and my women clients, I am keeping them feminine. I do have women clients that I tell like, hey, the next level, women's physique, these are the things we would have to take, possibly these things that could do your appearance. And a lot of them will say, I don't care. I want to push and keep going. And I will do whatever they are comfortable with, as long as they're healthy, physical. They might change, skin texture, all that other stuff I talked about, but I'm making sure they stay healthy. So when you're looking at all these women as a woman and you're envious or not just envious, whatever you want to use there, you want that physique so bad, you think they're so drop dead gorgeous and all this, it comes with a lot of side effects, okay? So you have to understand this. I don't hear people talk about this much. And let's say you're a woman and you have a very, very just like soft looking face. Let's say you take a little bit of stuff like for a year or so and your face gets a little, harder, we call it, and you look great. You got a little more jawline, chin, you're beautiful, okay? Next time around, another year or so of taking stuff, it's a little more. And the next thing you know, instead of Wonder Woman, it's like Hulk. So that's what women have to understand. The first couple times you take stuff, your appearance can be fine. Or it can actually make you look more attractive, may give you a little stronger chin. A lot of women don't have a chin at all. It can make that stronger. But once you get to a certain point, it can keep going and going and going. And the next thing you know, it's worse. And these things are irreversible. I know a lot of women, their voices are extremely deep. And I have friends of theirs telling me like, oh my gosh, why is their voices so deep? Do they not notice? I'm like, no, they don't notice. People aren't telling them their voice is deep. Their husbands or boyfriends or close friends, they don't want to hurt their feelings. My clients, I've always told them, I'm like, hey, this is getting a little this, maybe we should pull back on this. And if they don't want to, they don't want to. But I let them know the changes, okay? I think this is a really important topic to talk about because I never hear anybody talking about this. And gear and women's competing is very huge. Yes, bikini girls take gear. All the Olympians on the stage are on cycles, okay? Guys, check out my new podcast I'm doing on my channel, Armana DB on YouTube. We're doing different subjects every week, usually on a Thursday. I'm having a guest this Thursday. Follow me on there. Follow me on my IG for coaching, armanadb.com. Whether it's for contest prep, lifestyle, whatever, I coach them all. Been doing it for 20 years. And women, be careful who you hire. Do not go hire a girl just because you like the way they look. Because they look that way because they look that way. Not because they know some secret knowledge. And like I've said before, there's numerous women that do not know what they're doing at all prepping people. And they produce a lot of bad side effects I've talked about. Okay, I hope this has helped a lot of women kind of understand what happens and all that.